What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining me on another video. Trying to make a quick one today because not really feeling like doing anything. This was actually the case for the past weekend or so, and just got a couple small things I wanna tackle because I do have some bigger projects that need to get done on the car. One of those things being the whole brake upgrade, which I probably could do like the fronts today, but I'm not really feeling it. There's a couple things I want to clean up and refix. A couple things I want to like adjust or whatever on the car and button things up. So I'm gonna try to get those things done, and hopefully you guys stick around for it. Well, let me show you the most recent thing I did to the car. Not functional at all. I probably should have put a little bit more effort into it, but I didn't really feel like making brackets and like taking bumpers off and stuff. So with the strap, toe strap, I did have that at the back of the car. When I had the exhaust coming out the hood, I did have it bolted up, like up there somewhere. Obviously exhaust is there now, so we don't have it anymore. Maybe I'll get around to fixing that, actually mounting it in a decent spot. Right now it's drilled into the bumper, and like I said, not functional at all. Just like that. I would probably like a little bit more if it was if it works, but works for now, I guess. Form over function. I don't remember if I ever started filming a video about it or whatnot, but I do have a harnesses and a harness bar installed in the car. So I have Takata harnesses, obviously driver and passenger side. I think I started filming this. The harnesses, it's a 6-point harness. There's a harness bar back there. The harness bar, when I mounted it, I didn't have the seats in, obviously, because it's kind of like no space to do it with the seats in. And I thought I had it at the right height, but the harness bar is way too high right now. The harness bar is up in no man's land. Up here, that's the harness bar. And the seat is here, so let's look at it like here. You see the height difference? Ideally, you want the harness bar nice and low, so it's almost like level with the shoulder strap spot. So I don't really know if I want to pull the seats out to do this. I could probably do the passenger seat. The passenger seat's not as bad to pull out since it has the sliders on it. I need to find a spot to mount these support brackets a little lower, just so that'll sit lower. Because right now it's not really, I would guess it's like unsafe to have it that high, so we're gonna try to fix that. That's like the main thing I would like to fix, and then maybe I'll just get around to doing other stuff. I do have to figure out where to hook that one switch up that, I think it was the video of me bringing the car to the shop to get dyno tuned. I hooked up a switch that's to ground, but I have to figure out where to hook it up into my ECU to activate the 2-step. So maybe we'll get around to that. I don't know if I will today. And I do need to loosen the one belt down there for the alternator. I think that's a little too tight too. So let me start messing around with the strap. Let me see what I could do. Not the strap, the harness bar. Let me start messing around with the harness bar a little bit. Right now, this is the support bar. Can't really get my hand in it. The support bar is right there, and it's like bolted into this spot over here, which isn't even that good of a spot. I feel like it's supposed to be bolted in all the way down here with the amount of height that it has to go, but I don't really want to remove that because that's holding the seatbelt in. So I'm gonna have to find a spot to bolt that into. So let me look around a little bit, and then I'll report back. All right, so this is a difficult one to show, but lower the harness bar. See, it's a lot more straight of a shot. It was like up here or down here. Bolt went from, oh my god, my hand doesn't work like that. Bolt went from like up over here somewhere, and it's gonna have to be somewhere down here now. You can see the bar, it's almost basically where the harness is bolted in. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out another way of bolting that into the car so I could leave the harnesses bolted where they are, because that's like a really solid spot. Gonna see if I could figure out a spot to bolt that thing. Maybe, probably, not that I really want to, but I'm probably gonna have to pull the seats out. Maybe I'll do the passenger side seat first, since that's the easier one to unbolt. Pull that one out, see if maybe I could drill a hole in like that thing and somehow get a bolt behind it and bolt that in nice and tight, and then I feel like I'll just have to repeat it on the other side. It would be pretty legit. For right now, the driver's side, I just got to figure out what spot to do it so it doesn't mess with the seat bracket, because right now it's gonna like hit almost. So if I could get it in like down, I don't know. I gotta figure out a spot to do it, and I will be right back. I'm probably just gonna pull the seat out now. All right, so update. It's gonna be not a lot of work. It's gonna be a little bit of a pain in the ass because I'm gonna have to take the seats completely out. But I think I got a perfect idea for doing this. Let's see what I got light. So the harness bar is at the right height. This is my nice light right there. These are the support guys. I'm thinking this is the seat bracket. The seat bracket's really thick metal, bolted right into the floor where the OEM one goes. Just gonna drill a hole in the back of it and bolt that up. I got some washers to space it out enough, and that will be bolted directly in a nice solid location, I feel like. Then seats are at this harness bar is at the right height. I could do the final adjustments of the shoulder straps if they need to move it all, and I feel like we're golden with that. I'll do that and then see if there's anything else I feel like needs to be buttoned up on the car. All right, so I marked it as best as I could, so I'm gonna try to drill this out. Then we're gonna throw it back in the car and then do the driver's side. Helps a lot if you have a center punch when you're trying to drill a hole in metal, so your bit doesn't walk as much. I actually have the bolt that was holding it into like the side of things, so I'm gonna see if I have a nut for this, because this is a longer bolt and this one will probably work for me. So let me mark up this one, start taking the seat out. I feel like this seat's a real pain in the ass to take out because it doesn't have sliders. Gonna mark it up and drill it up. Right now my option is, what's in the passenger seat is this bolt right here. I don't know if it's gonna focus, but this bolt right here, which is mildly too short to put the washers and stuff that I want, or this one, which is ridiculously too long, but will also work. But I only have one of these anyway, so happy medium is gonna be this guy. A little bit larger bolt, probably a little bit, I don't even know if it's stronger. It's probably, these are pretty good bolts too, the thinner ones. Gonna see if I have a nut for this, and then we're gonna make this work. I just attempted to get the bolt out in the back corner for about 10 minutes with one of these. Then I remember to have this. Which doesn't fit, so I don't feel as bad. Let me continue wanting to shoot myself in the face now. that was fun. Not. Let's drill this, throw it back in, bolt it back up, zip tie my my LED light back, my LED bar, zip tie that back on, throw the harnesses back through, and be done for today. Well, with this project. I'll be right back. All right, so the second hole, the hole is drilled in the bracket for the driver's side seat. I'm not gonna bore you with me attempting to put these in because it's gonna be a struggle. Move that out of the way, move that out of the way. Wish me luck, and I will report back in hopefully less than 20 minutes. There's a little rust in here. I'm gonna have to clean that up at some point. So that was a lot less painful than I thought it was gonna be. Been kind of putting it off. Well, I really haven't had the car either to fix it, but fix that, shorten the straps, the shoulder straps a little bit. I'll have to wait till the passenger side isn't as big of a deal because the seat could slide forward, so you could really just slide the seat a little forward and then the shoulder straps will be more adjusted, I guess. I guess that's it with that. I'm gonna see, maybe see if I could go down on the floor. I don't really feel like jacking up the car, but I can show you how I bolted in the harnesses if you want to try to do a harness install on your own car. Doesn't even have to be a 240, it really could be any car. So let's keep this quick. Let me get a flashlight and take you guys with me. First things first, obviously, for the shoulder strap portion of it, there's my light. You're gonna want a shoulder strap, not a shoulder strap, a harness bar. So that this is a universal one. It bolts up there and there. Right there, that bolts in the stock seatbelt location, and then it has the little support bar that we fixed today, and I bolted it down there. I'm probably gonna figure something else out with the bolts. That's the shoulder straps portion of it. Then you have the lap belts. I'll show you the anti-submarine belt. This is a 6-point harness. They do sell 5-point, but I think they kind of stopped selling 5-point harnesses and kind of went to 6-point because it's, I guess it's safer on your man parts. Let me show you the other lap belt. The other lap belt is, this was actually the other seatbelt location, the stock seatbelt bolted in down there. There's a little eye bolt there, and then there's like a clip from the harnesses that clip onto that. So that one's done. Then this lap belt is the same as this. So let me see if I could, this car's kind of low, so we might not be able to see. Let's get down here. This is one of them. As you see, I have the plate of, there's steel plating. You can get thicker one. I would recommend getting thicker. I have it doubled up. There's this one. There's one on the other side of the rail. That's for the anti-submarine belt. And then there's one like kind of like in the transmission tunnel type deal. Same story, same thing like that. That is what's holding in those belts. You want as much surface area as possible because God forbid you get in an accident, you don't want it pulling through the floor. So you get a nice surface area. I might actually change those out for thicker pieces of metal just to make it stronger. But like I said, it's doubled up right now. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward install. It just takes a little while. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on this video again. This is kind of fixing the harness bar. This is actually making the car more safe because the way it was before, it wasn't really safe. And the harness, the shoulder belts kind of came in at like an angle and it would kind of tear up your neck. So it's a little more level, going straight through, really how you're supposed to have it. I don't know what's next with installs for the car. I do have a whole brake upgrade that I probably should like look into to see if it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. The front brakes probably won't be a big deal because it's just a new bracket and then rotors and pads. The rears is gonna be like a lot bigger project. So I've been kind of putting it off because I literally just got the car back 2 weeks ago. So if the weather's nice on the weekends, I've been trying to drive it. I did just go to a Cars and Coffee this past weekend. I had the GoPro with me, didn't film because I suck. I do have the spoiler, the roof spoiler that has to get installed. I have to paint it. I probably have to do a little bit of body work on it and then paint it and then install it. If I remember, I'll add a couple. Actually, I'm not even gonna add some pictures. You're gonna have to subscribe to see that one. It's the D-Max. It's the D-Max rear roof spoiler. That's what's gonna get installed. I don't know when that video is gonna come. It's either gonna be the next video or maybe the video after that. Who knows? It's a little late in the video, but if you're new to the channel, this is my RB25 swapped 240SX. I built the motor myself, first time ever, and it made 535 horsepower. So that's cool stuff. If you like the content, if you know anyone that might like the content, share the channel, subscribe, like, and comment. So I'll see you on the next one, and 240 things.